Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by again. And happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrated Thanksgiving. Today is Saturday and we're all set for our Saturday show. You guys, I'll probably see me with the same shirt on for the rest of the week because I'm going to record the following three episodes today. So today, what I want to talk about is Rolex and Seiko. There's much more to collecting than Rolex and Seiko. Have you guys noticed that if you don't collect Seiko or Rolex, there's basically nothing in between? People aren't collecting, I don't know, Tissot or whatever brand you want to talk about. It's all centered on Rolex and Seiko. So that's what we want to talk about today, guys. And before I forget, like and subscribe, and I appreciate for all your support. So guys, there's much more to collecting than just two brands. There is a wide range of watches that we could collect at good prices, and watches that were very popular at one time and that will become popular one day, and watches that are nice, exciting, so watches that fulfill certain purpose. So as you guys all know, I am a chronograph guy. If it has a chronograph, I'm buying it, I'm collecting it. It is my favorite complication. It is my favorite watch. 9 out of 10 watches on my collections, they're going to be chronographs. And they are popular today, but not like they're supposed to be. Chronograph watches should be much more popular, much more collectible as they are right now. There is channels, there's websites, there is vlogs dedicated to two brands, Seiko, Rolex, and it's like it's a popularity contest. Seiko is the watch that you buy if you can't afford Rolex. Let's be honest. If I could afford only Rolex, I probably wouldn't even own a Seiko. So that's the reality of things. Seikos are for people that want to have something nice, something popular, but that owning 20 Rolex, like it's not as easy as owning 20 Seikos. Rolex will always be Rolex. Rolex will always be collectible, because before the big sports models were collectibles, back in the day, bubble backs. Everybody wanted a bubble back. If you didn't have Rolex bubble backs in your collection, you weren't a collector. That was back in the day. And Seiko's, the reality of things, even though I love Seikos, and I have a few videos, I'm going to link below a few videos that I've done about Seikos. I absolutely love Seiko. Seiko it's near and dear to my heart. Seiko it's a brand that I missed for so many years. That since I grew up in the collecting world, where Seikos, Citizen, Orient, they were the filler of the showcase. If you had those three brands in your showcase, you were just filling that showcase. You couldn't have 20 Rolex, you couldn't have 20 I don't know, gold Elgins or gold Hamiltons or gold. Back in those days, you couldn't have that. It was just simply too expensive to have. But you could buy boxes and boxes of Seikos, Orient, Citizens, and just fill up the showcases. So I grew up with that mentality till one day I stopped and I looked at Seiko and I said, wait a minute. These watches are nice. These watches are well made. These watches are workhorses, and I do appreciate them. I do appreciate them a lot, but I don't appreciate them to the point that they are today. That just two collectibles, Rolex, Seiko. I'll repeat it again, and that's all there is, guys. Let's try to collect what's in between. Let's try to collect the good brands that a lot of us are forgetting about. And like I said, there are good watches out there. There are good watches to own, and there are good watches to collect. Nice vintage chronographs, like I say. They're just simply phenomenal watches. Rolex has always been the mid-tier high-end. I don't know if that's a valid term, mid-tier high-end, but it's always been there. And it will always be the mid-tier high-end. Rolex is for those of us that can't afford a Patek, that can't afford, you know, a nice Audemars, and we'll always have Datejust. We will always have that Rolex that we could slap the name on our wrist and say, you know, I own a Rolex, even though it's not a Paul Newman Daytona, even though it's not, you know, a red letter Submariner, but we're always going to have the ability to buy a good priced Rolex. We're always going to have the ability to buy a I don't know, even a $5,000 Submariner. It's not that outrageous as as I don't know, any Daytona that's upwards of $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. What do you guys think? What do you guys collect that is not just concentrated on two brands? I know Omega. Omega is it's a very famous brand, especially in Asia. But I feel that even Omega is losing its impulse against Rolex and Seiko. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. I thank you guys very much. I appreciate all your support. We're steadily getting up there. You know, we got, as of today, we got 600 and some subscribers, which is really good for a couple of weeks that I've been doing videos constantly. And I thank you guys very much. I thank your support. You know who you guys are. And the comments, keep the comments coming. I try to answer every one of my comments. And if you guys want to send me a picture or want to talk to me more privately about any sort of watches, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave a link. It's at Fernando, even though I'm Fernando. It's at Fernando7H. And, you know, just drop me a line on Instagram. I will most likely answer those quicker than I do on YouTube. It's easier and it's quicker there. So, guys, I thank you very much. I appreciate your time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.